Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Can Lobo, 66. Bullet high.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check nine, check nine. Kill. One twist.
Ready.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 13. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Check it back.
Ready, go.
Now Joe Mixon. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, break. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. All right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ready. Go. Watch the slant.
2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
31's the mic.
Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Mike 54. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Hey, look, 3.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Topper.
Devlin will try to power it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. James Devlin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
Target. Mike, 54.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Right here. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Down.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons,
90, full, general,
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And the Redskin first
Here we go. Set, 8, read. Watch the pass. And go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And cuts out right sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Come on, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to throw here. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Hey, Wood.
2nd and 1. Flush to his right. He'll get this one to Galladay. Now the ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon, 78 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the whip.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Delta.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Jim. 6 guys. Check
Yes.
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll let it go deep left, and that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mixon will try the right side. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
61. Matchbox. Light.
Undercoach. SOS.
Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
On the ready. Alpha. 55.
Drop deep. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
Go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Philip Lindsey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You go tight. 6-6. Bullet high. Check. Lucky. Check 3. Get it.
Back to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
That's what I'm talking about.
A loss of 9.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Get ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Looking to throw. Rolling to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
The 30-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Topper!
He'll drop to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the set.